Hello everybody, this is Mr. Taylor with Young Engineers of Today. This is a recap of the 5th and 6th grade webinar from yesterday. Monday, October the 18th. Okay. All right, we've discussed some of the sketching tools before, but we're going to go into these in a little bit more depth. We have the basic completed 2D objects, the sketch rectangle, sketch circle, sketch ellipse, sketch polygon, and they all do exactly what you think. They draw rectangles, circles, ellipse, and polygons in the plane. The polygon tool requires you to enter the number of sides you desire and also the overall dimensions of it. Also, you have the sketch polyline, a sketch spine, a sketch 2-point arc, and 3-point arc. And they all work kind of the same, but they're all a little bit different. Let's look at these. The polyline, which we used in the past for mirroring, lets you draw several line segments based on your point you draw. And these are 180-degree line segments. Remember to click the green check when you're done placing the polyline, or you can also hit escape. The spline are smooth curves. Using this tool is similar to the polyline tool, except you will end up with curves instead of points. Okay, and you can actually see the connection points. Okay. The spline shape will change as you continue adding points. For simple objects, fewer points are required. The more you add on, the more complex it gets. Then you have the 1, 2, 3 design sketch. These are 2-point arcs to let you draw fragments of circles. Click once to define the center point. Click again to define the radius. Click once more to define your arc's length. Then you have 3-point arcs. Let you draw fragments of circles. Click once to define one endpoint. Click again to define the other endpoint. And click once more to define the arc's path. All right. Then we have the sketch fillet, trim, extend, offset, and project are next to look at. These require that you have already drawn a sketch. So these are editing or manipulating some type of sketch. A fillet is a rounded corner on a 2D or 3D edge. Fillets are very important when doing mechanical design, as you can see here. Sharp corners in the mechanical assembly cause high amounts of stress on an object. High concentration of stress may lead this object to break. Rounding out these sharp corners lessens the amount of stress the object is experiencing. And it's really easy to use this tool. Once I draw a shape, I just click on the fillet and I click a corner, and it literally allows me, an arrow will appear in a box where I can change the degree of it to round it out. Here's an example of a fillet. The red indicates high stress. Blue and green indicate lower stress. Notice the sharp corner experiences more stress right here than the rounded ones. Okay, trim lets you delete a single line contained within a sketch. All you do is you click on the trim button to activate the tool. Click on that line, and it will be deleted. Okay. For example, if I deleted this, now if I want to replace it, I can do the extend. Extend lets you to easily lengthen lines to reach their nearest intersection. As you can see here, I clicked on that. The red line appears to complete my rectangle. All right, now you have the offset. Offset to create an identical outline of a sketch, but slightly bigger or smaller. So say I drew this star. I click on my offset tool. I click on the outline of this star. You'll notice a red outline will indicate the offset placement, and I can click that. Now, what would happen if you tried to extrude the area in between? You get a cool tube like this. Okay. Next, the project tool essentially casts a shadow of a 3D object. So if you were trying to see what this shadow would look like on another object, or then build that shape off of it, it could come in handy. All right, so let's activate the tool. Then you click on the face of your box. This will be where the project will be drawn. Click on a part of the object you would like to project. And what you'll notice is that when satisfied, the click green check will finish. It's showing that the parallel line. So if I actually want to change the angle of the cylinder, It will create a different shadow, and let's change a few things. If you select an entire body or a face, you can get multiple lines, as you can see in this image. And this is what happens when I change the angle. Excuse me. All right, last we did was build an Allen wrench. 123D draws on a work plane, but if we want to draw things that are not uniform on all three dimensions, they have to be drawn on a different plane. So basically, you have to draw on top of an object and delete it. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to start out with a cube. Then we're going to take our polygon tool under Sketch and draw it on the face. Now, when you click on the face to start, then you want to put in the center point of the face, and then create your polygon. This polygon will have 6 sides and be 7 millimeters. Okay? And then once you're finished with that, you can go ahead and delete the cube. All right? And now you have your polygon. All right, what we're going to be doing is using the polyline next under Sketch. And what we want to do is change the view here, because we're going to use the polyline. We want to use the sweep tool with this. Okay. To do this, let's create a polyline on the work plane. We want to change our view so we're looking straight down on it. So a top view. And it looks simply like a line, because you're directly looking down on it. Select the polyline tool and click on your workspace to begin. All right. From the center, I'm looking straight down on my polyline. Excuse me, on my polygon. I'm going to find the center point of that, and I'm going to draw out a 50 millimeter long line, and that is with the polygon 180 degrees. Okay, so you can see. Then after that, I'm going to add another 25 millimeter line to the right. That's at a 90-degree angle. Okay. So once you do that, you're going to go up and get the sweep tool under construction. You're going to click on profile and then click on your hexagon, excuse me. Then you're going to click on the path and click on the polyline. You'll notice that this will appear. Then you can go back and delete the polyline and hexagon sketch since you don't need it anymore. But let's try to clean this up. Remember how we talked about the stress on the corners compared to round edges. So under our modify menu, there's a fillet. A fillet's going to round out this edge. So I click the fillet tool, and I click on an edge. I can change the fillet's radius, or I can move the arrow. And I can do the inside and outside of this corner. And next thing you know, I have this finished product. All right? Well, this is a recap. If you have any questions, please email us at youngengineerstoday.